Good morning, everyone. It's Rose Coleman coming to you live from my craft room here on Monday, July. It's not July yet, June 26th. June 26th. I definitely need my coffee this morning. It is Monday, and my favorite thing to do on Mondays is to play along with the Global Design Project Challenge. And today, the Global Design Project blog, many of you have asked me, what is this Global Design Project that you talk about? If you Google Global Design Project Challenge, you'll be able to see the blog where they update. There's a whole bunch of designers and they come up with a new challenge every week and they post it on Monday. I think it's in the wee hours of the morning. I'm in Calgary, I'm on mountain time, and when I get up at 5, I look and it's there. So I don't know what time during the night that it posts, but they do a new challenge every week. Hello, everyone. Hi, Polly. Hi, Katerina. Hi, Margaret. Hello, Krista. But they update that on a Monday and they leave it live for the entire week. So it's every week you get a new challenge, and it's fun to challenge yourself in different ways. Sometimes it's a color challenge. Hi, Marie. Hi, Alexina. Sometimes it's a theme challenge. Sometimes it's a case the designer. Case means copy and share everything, right? And today is a very special day because it is GDP 400, which means they've made it to their 400th week, right, of offering these challenges to us. And the original creators of the Global Design Project Challenge are my friends. I'm going to call them friends because I did get a chance to meet both of them in Hawaii in 2012 on the incentive trip, the Stampin' Up! Incentive trip. And they are lovely ladies, and they are Kylie Bertucci and Louise Sharp. So this week they are dedicating, they have 2 cards on the blog. You want to go over and check them out. I have the picture printed here, and our challenge is to case the founders. Okay, so you can see Louise's card and Kylie's card, and you could even do both, right? Hi, Patricia. Hello, Marie. Hi, Ethel. You could do both, right? We've got a whole entire week to play along with this challenge. So I've chosen one of the cards to play along with today. I have a new host code for my week coming up here. And I want to thank you all for ordering last week. The people that ordered and used the host code for my videos last week, you are getting all the 4 cards in the mail. That is my gift for your minimum $60 order. And now this week I have a new product suite, and I'm bundle. I'm super excited to share this one with you. It's a fun one. So we're going to have a lot of fun this week playing with this bundle. So I want to thank you ahead of time for watching me. Hi, Polly from North Carolina. Hello, Kathy. Hi, Joyce. Thank you all for being here. Hi, Joy. Good morning. Good morning. It is June 26th, as I mentioned, which means, like, guys, we only have 4 more days to take advantage of our 2 big promotions going on right now. One of them is the starter kit, okay? If you're on the fence about joining, oh my heavens, it is the best time to join. Get your starter kit for only $135. You're going to get to pick $206 of whatever you want. No shipping, no tax, no strings attached. It is the best deal ever. And so that ends on June 30th. Don't miss out on that if you're thinking about it. Hi, Sophia from Airdrie. Thank you for being here. Hi, Lynette from Mississippi. Hello, Joyce from Smoky, Cornwall. Oh, I hope the smoke goes away soon. And Joyce, I did get your message. Your catalog's going in the mail today. I have lots of catch up to do today. It was a crazy busy weekend getting things done here at home and with the family, but I am back now Monday morning refreshed, and it was a fantastic weekend. So let's get started. Let's flip the camera and see. I'm going to show you those cards. I printed them out in color so I can show you what they look like, and I'll show you which one that I am going to case today, try and copy and take my interpretation of it with the bundle of the week for me. You're welcome, Joyce. I hope you enjoy it. There's nothing like having the catalog in your hands, right? Definitely need one. So if you are in Canada, I am in Canada, so I can only sell or recruit or bring to my team people from Canada. So reach out to me if there's any way I can help you. Let me know if you want to join one of my clubs. I have my Technique Club and my Scrapbook Club, and I love them so much. You can join. It's a bit late now for June. My kits are already done for June, but July is coming and I'm going to be prepping those kits really soon. So if you'd like to join one of my clubs in July, reach out to me and let me know. Okay, let's get started. Hi, Tina from Granite Falls, North Carolina. Oh, yes, I'm feeling better. I was just really I was tired on Friday. Thank you for asking, Karen. I was tired on Friday, but I thought I was probably coming down with whatever my husband and my daughter had. They both had colds, like head colds. And luckily, I have escaped it. I took tons and tons of vitamins, doubled up on my zinc. Well, not even doubled up. The zinc lozenges, oh my gosh, those things are amazing. And I'm praying that that's what helped me. So we're going to... oh, thank you, Jen, for posting my code. Thank you so much. Yes, that is my code for this week. Don't forget, guys, you have to put the host code in at the checkout, not the cash. When you're ordering online, there's a checkout, right? The little checkout button. There's a button that says add host code. That's what you need to do. You need to put the host code. I cannot call Stampin' Up! And add it for you. They have cut out that capability for us to be able to do that. So if you forget the host code, I need to ask you to call back. You can call back Stampin' Up! And give them your order number, give them and they will be able to track it and they'll put that host code on your order for you. So if you placed an order last week and you didn't have the host code, let me know. Maybe you just placed an order and you didn't watch my video and you don't know anything about the cards or anything like that. I want to make sure that you know what the promotion is and that you're able to follow along with it. So let me know and I'll get you that host code from last week and you can call Stampin' Up! At 1-800-STAMP-UP. It's super easy. It only takes a couple minutes and then you can get your card kits in the mail. All right, let's get started. Here we go. We're going to flip the camera and point you down at my work surface. Here we go. And there's my gorgeous backyard. We got another beautiful, beautiful sunny day. I've already been out for my walk. It feels amazing. The fresh air, the quiet of the morning. Oh, there's nothing like it, you guys. Well, there is something better. Coffee and stamping. And now I'm going to do that. Got my coffee. I'm going to move it off to the side. And we're going to share this as the challenge, the Global Design Project Challenge. I'm going to hold it up close here. So this week, the founders of the Global Design Project Challenge blog are Louise Sharp and Kylie Bertucci. This is Louise's card here, and this is Kylie's card, and they're challenging us to be inspired by one of these founders' cards. Oh my goodness, they are both so beautiful, aren't they? So I thought I would bring in this one. I'm going to try and case Louise's card. So we're going to work on that one today. And my product of the week, you guys, is the beautiful Darling Details. These Darling Details the Darling Details dies and stamps are just gorgeous. They are photopolymer. So the stamp set's photopolymer. I have them here and I attach them to the back of my case. Did you guys know that Stampin' Up! Does this now? So this paper that comes with our description and everything, it has the images on the back. So when it's in your case, you can actually pull off your stamps and like stick them right onto the plastic. So then when you're cleaning up your stamps, it makes it nice and easy to be able to see very quickly which ones you have to put back. And then I throw away that little flimsy piece of plastic, but the hard plastic that's like our window sheets, I hold on to those and I recycle them. See? Let me see if I can find what I did with the one. Here it is. Well, this is just a piece of it. So you get this thick, hard plastic. Don't throw that away. Recycle it. Use it with you can make shaker cards, whatever you do with your window sheets, you can use that. So that's a little tip. And then the dies are amazing. You get 2 sheets of dies. They look like this. And there's another one right here. This one here is the floral, the big floral. We're going to use that one today, but look at these borders. Oh my goodness. These are available right now, you guys. You want to get them before they go on low inventory or are not available for a while. This is the annual catalog, which we have till next May. So even if they're not available for a little while, they will come back, but I don't want you to be sad and have to wait on these. So order them today, and then you're going to get 4 of my cards that I'm going to share with you, the card packages. Now, I cannot send stamped images. I can only send you the card, the raw materials, the card stock, the ribbon, the embellishments, those types of things. And then you can replay my video and you can pause, fast forward, rewind, and watch these videos and be able to recreate your cards at home. All right, so this is what we're going to play with today, and we're going to try and case Louise's card. So the other special I didn't mention at the beginning is our designer series paper in the catalog is 15% off. Now that ends on Friday as well, June 30th. So you definitely want to grab as much designer series paper from the annual catalog that you can. It doesn't include the specialty paper, just the regular paper. So you want to stock up on that. I'm definitely placing an order today to stock up on all of my paper so that I don't miss out, right? And as a demonstrator, I'm going to get the 15% off, and I'm also going to get my 25% discount. When you start as a demonstrator, you will get a 20% discount, and as your sales go up, you'll get a 25% discount. Oh my gosh. Plus, you get to get the free Stampin' Rewards too. Oh my, it's the best deal. Okay, so we're going to put this paper off to the side. What I'm going to bring in today is a piece of designer series paper from the, I think this one's called Bright and Beautiful. Let's just double check here. In the catalog, let's go to the designer series paper. It's the one with the balloons and yes, I think it's called Bright and Beautiful, but I want to, yeah, Bright and Beautiful up here. So this one is $17. I believe in Canada, $14.45, whatever 15% off is. That's what you're going to get on sale. Oh my gosh, the papers are gorgeous. So you want to grab that. It's 48 sheets of paper. And I love that it's masculine, it's feminine, it's older person, it's child, it's whatever, whatever you want it to be. And I have like a ton. Oh, I featured this in both scrapbooking and card making last month in my kit, in my clubs, and I still have all of this left because I am stocking up on this gorgeous, gorgeous paper, you guys. Oh, so beautiful. The pattern I'm going to use today is this one right here, and it's a beautiful, beautiful ombre with our new pebbled, not pebbled path. That's not right. This is called Bubble Bath. Bubble Bath Ombre. Look how I love how it goes from dark to light, from the bottom to the top. And then the flip side is even nice too. And I could use that on this card, but I'm not going to use the bubbles today. I'm going to use the ombre section. So the first thing I'm going to do is bring in my trimmer. I'm going to trim this down. We're going to trim it down to 4 by 5 1/4. So let's bring in my paper trimmer. We'll line this up at the 4-inch mark, cut, and we're going to just turn it. Now, depending on what you want, if you want more of the dark, you could cut this end, but I really want to keep the light up here, so I'm going to put it into my trimmer like this, and I'm going to cut it at 5 1/4. Okay, so there's my 5 1/4 piece up for the front. Now, I still have this piece left here, and I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to trim this down. Let's see what's left here. We've got 2 inches. So let's trim that to, let's try 1 inch. And I'm going to trim it to 4 1/4 because we're going to tie the inside of the card to the front of the card with this one. And I'll show you that when I get to that in just a second. Okay, so we got crumb cake cardstock today. We're going to play with this. This is 8.5 by 5.5, scored in the middle at 4 1/4. So let's just grab my bone folder and reinforce that score line. And then we're just going to easy peasy put this ombre piece right on the front. Okay, so just really super simple. This card is going to be a really easy one to make, and it's good to start off with an easy card and build your way up, because there is no such thing as a too simple card, right? And we all need different designs in our card making. And, taking your DSP and cutting it to 4 by 5 1/4, you still have lots of leftovers to be able to use on the inside, on the envelope, whatever you like. So we're going to open this up, and actually we're just going to work on the front for now. So I wanted to mimic Louise's card. So let's bring that in here. I'm just going to put that off to the side. So I really love the pinks that she used. So I've got that done. Now we're going to do some stamping. So from the stamp set that we're using today, I'm going to use the big floral from Darling Details. So it's a 2-step stamp, which means you have a background and then you have an outline for the front. Love, love, love that. And there's lots of 2-step stamps in this set. There's the big floral, there's leaves, there's buds, there's the tri-leaf, if you will, that one there. There's another flower up here. Lots and lots of double two-step stamping. So we're going to bring in my die cut. I've just die cut one. I'm just keeping this one simple. So I just did the large bloom, and I'm going to bring in my silicone mat. So hopefully you can see what I'm doing here. I'm going to lay that down on the silicone mat. And the two colors I'm going to use today, I'm going to use Fresh Freesia and our new Bubble Bath. I love, love, love these colors together. Can you see the ombre? Like everything in Stampin' Up! World coordinates and matches and looks so nice together. So we're going to use both of these. So I'm going to stamp my background first with Bubble Bath. So I've got that on my block right here. And I'm going to just tap, tap on the Bubble Bath ink. And we're going to just hover over my die cut here and line up all of the edges of the flower. And there we have that beautiful light pink color. And then we're going to bring in Fresh Freesia. Let me just move my, whoops, I just put my finger in my ink pad. As per usual, you guys who watch me, you know, I'm going to grab my baby wipe. That went like right under my fingernail, and that is not going to come out. Oh yeah, it is. Okay. Whew. Okay, and I think I just like actually scraped my ink pad. Let's see if I can like go ahead and fix that. Boy, oh boy, I'm getting rough over here this morning. Scraping my ink pads. All this stuff. Okay, so we're going to use Fresh Freesia, which is a slightly darker purple, and we're going to add the accent over top. So I've got that on my block here. We're going to tap, tap, tap on the Fresh Freesia, and I'm going to hover over my die cut again, and we're going to stamp right on top. And there we have it. Oh, look how pretty that is. I love it. It is super easy floral to line up because you've got some pretty prominent landmarks here. We've got like the big dip here at the bottom, another one up the top. So I had no trouble at all. As you could see from me stamping, it was super easy to stamp on your die cut. Now, you don't have to die cut first. That's just my way of doing it. I like to have a bunch of die cuts ready, and then when I can sit down, I can make a whole bunch of cards. Or if I'm prepping for a class, I can cut a lot of those outlines and have them done in like half the time, right? And because it's just an outline edge, I can actually cut two at a time, which I love. I love, love, love that. Now, if I bring in these dies and show you, there are some that you could do that, like the big ones with the outline. Yeah, definitely you can cut two at a time. Now, something more detailed like this one right here, or the edges, or these ones, the borders, you definitely don't want to try and cut any more than one single layer at a time, because those little intricate cuts are really hard to cut through two layers at a time. Okay, so there's our floral. Now, I did go ahead and cut the largest square from the Stylish Shapes, and that's what I have here. And you can see this beautiful stitching, the subtle stitching on the edges. So the Stylish Shapes dies are so amazing. Here I have them. We've got our squares, and let's see. This is the biggest one here. So this is the one I use, the largest square. This set of dies has been in my inventory for a long time, and I love, love, love it. I use it all the time. So I'm using the largest square today, and we're going to do some stamping on here. I'm going to bring in a color that I have not used since it's returned, and that color is Lost Lagoon, you guys. Oh, love, love, love Lost Lagoon. It's a pretty green. It's not too bright. It matches so many of our current colors. And there we have our ink pad. Now, what I'm going to do with that is I'm going to bring in this little sprig down here. We're going to stamp that one. And I also have this little sprig right here. We're going to do some sprig stamping. So we're going to just ink up that sprig, and I'm going to stamp 3 on the left-hand side over here, and you can overlap them. This is simple stamping, right? Stamps, ink, and paper. So there's 3, and I have the little one. We're going to stamp a couple of those up here, kind of towards the top, and then another one towards the right. Okay, so that's simple stamping, stamps, ink, and paper. So I'm going to close my Lost Lagoon, and I'm going to bring back the same 2 colors. So I have Bubble Bath and I have Fresh Freesia. And we have the smaller of the buds right? The little one, the little florals. Let me bring the stamp set in and show you. I'm going to play with these two little buds right here. We're going to make some smaller little flowers. So we're going to use my lighter bubble bath and do one there and one here. Anyone else love simple stamping? Sipping. Some people call it sipping. SIP, S-I-P, is the acronym for stamps, ink, and paper. And that's really all you need, you guys. Like, to get a really fun experience, you just pull out your stamps and your ink and your paper, and you can make so many beautiful projects. I mean, of course, if you're an avid stamper and you've been doing this for a long time, you love all the extras, but really it's not necessary to have more than just stamps, ink, and paper, right? Okay, so this bloom is going to go right here, and I'm going to bring in some dimensionals, and look, it's Monday, and I'm starting a fresh new sheet of dimensionals. Love it. It's the small things, you guys. Okay, so we're just going to put a couple of dimensionals on the back of there, and we're going to put this bloom right here, like so. Okay, so when we just bring back Louise's card, and I'll show you, I'm trying to copy this kind of a card, like the style. Now, when you go to the Global Design Project, you don't have to copy it exactly. I could have changed the colors. I could have changed the orientation. Anything really goes. Whatever you are inspired by either of these amazing designers, you can take it and run with it. So I loved how Louise laid out her card. I love Kylie's too, but and I'll probably case Kylie's later in the week. But for now, we're just going to work on this one. So I love how Louise did. She took the twine and she wrapped it around and made a beautiful little bow. So that's what I'm going to do now. I'm going to flip this over and I'm going to bring in my tear and tape, and I'm going to add a little bit of tear and tape to the bottom of, make sure I'm on the bottom. Yes, the bottom is right here. So I'm going to put some tear and tape back here, and we're just going to peel it off and expose it. So I'm going to bring in, now brace yourselves, because I'm going to show you something that's very frightening. And I don't want you to have nightmares. I want you to feel normal if this is how your linen thread looks. So linen thread comes in a nice, neat little bag like this. It comes on, let me just show you this, a spool like this. But you know what I struggle with? I struggle with finding the end. And let me show you the frightening part. Here it comes. Oh, look at that. Oh my God. Do you guys have this problem? I have this problem, and I sat here this morning and I was drinking my coffee and I was like, okay, Rose, you're not going to sort this out before your video. You're not going to do it. So then I'm like, no, you know what? It's real life crafting, and I'm going to show my people that this is normal and you can still work with it. So don't let it ruin your day. Just find an end and go with it, right? And then some other time when you have the patience, maybe you already have the patience. I don't have the patience to deal with this. I'm just going to pull off what I need. Anybody else have the same issue? Comment below, because I would love to know that I am not alone with this. Oh, heavens. Okay. So I'm just going to, what I'm going to do here now is I'm going to put it onto my tear and tape. Just anchor it there. And I'm going to wrap around the bottom of this square 4 times. We're just going to loop around 4 times. And then I'm going to end off on that tear and tape. Okay, so let me grab my sharp scissors. Looks like yours. Yeah, looks like yours. Okay, so I'm not alone here. Okay, great. You know what? I struggle with this. I was like, no, I can't show that. I cannot go on live and show them this mess. But then I'm like, no, Rose, it's all about real life crafting, right? You know, why be, I mean, I never aim for perfection, guys. You guys know me. I come on here and I show you the good, the bad, and the ugly. Oh, hopefully it's not all ugly, but anyway, we'll just keep on going. Okay, so we've got our linen thread on there. Now, let's take this messy stuff and move it off to the side. We're going to bring in, I'm going to do one more cut. So I bet you I'll still be able to use all of this, even though it looks messy right now. You'll be able to, the trick is don't tighten it. Do not pull on anything very tight. Keep it all nice and loosey-goosey, and then you'll be able to cut off how much you need. So I'm going to cut another 12 inches. I'm using my grid paper at the bottom of the screen to measure. So I've got 12 inches. I'm going to double that over. I'm going to cut it in half. So then I'm going to have essentially 2 pieces that measure 6 inches each, and I'm going to take them in my hands. Look how nice and neat this is. Nobody has to see that mess, right? Well, I've already shown you, so you know. Okay, so we're going to take these, and we're making 2 bunny ears, and we're going to cross them over, and we are going to make a knot. Come on. Yes. Is it going through? Yeah. Okay, so I'm making a knot, and then I'm just going to hold the knot in the middle and pull both strings ever so gently, and we're making a double linen knot. I love making double knots with linen thread. They stand up stronger, and I am a fan of wrapping my linen around the project and then making a bow, and then I can be in control of how that bow looks on my project. Anybody with me on that? That's my favorite way to do it. It's just easier than trying to wrap, and then you get to the end and you're trying to tie a bow and it's always crooked. And I just, I like, if you want things to look the way you want it, these are little tricks that I have that I use. I don't know. Maybe they're not tricks at all, but I just like to share. So I'm just opening up my glue dots here, and I'm going to grab one glue dot, and I'm going to put it underneath my linen thread that I've got on the cardstock already. I'm just going to put that there, and that's going to anchor it down. Then I'm going to grab another glue dot, and I'm going to put that right on top of the linen thread. And then I'm going to take my bow and come in here, and I'm going to position that bow right on top of there like that. And then I can take my take your pick tool, and I can just fluff up those bow parts the way I want them. And then I can just trim the bottom. Let's trim my tails. I'm going to leave them a little bit longer like that. There we go. Okay, so there's my focal point of my card that I was trying to mimic, mimic, whatever you want to call it, Louise's card. Now, I really thought that we need, well, let's just put it on the card and see how it looks, and then we'll see what else we need. Let's find my card now. Where did I put it? All right, so here it is. Okay. Put that messy linen thread on top of it. That's why I can't find it. Oh, boy. Okay, so this is going to go on my card like that, and I'm going to put it on with dimensionals. So flip it over, and we're going to add our dimensionals. I'm actually putting them right on top of the twine. I'm going to put one in the center and one on the other 2 corners, like so. All right, so now we'll peel off all of these little backings. Try and get them in the trash, but you know what? They still end up on the carpet. It's all good. Okay, so then I'm gonna position this kind of in the top portion of the card a little bit, and there we have our focal point. Now for our greeting, I'm gonna bring in a little bit of crumb cake cardstock, and I want to trim it down. I want it to be a 1/2 inch. So let's see, is this half? No, this is not. Okay, we're going to trim this down, this little strip of crumb cake scrap paper, to 1/2 inch. And then I'm just going to leave it long because I'm going to snip it. So here I have it. Let me bring back my silicone mat so you can, I love to have this as a background. Okay, so there's my crumb cake. And from the stamp set, I'm going to stamp this little stamp right here, just a note. I love that because sometimes you just want to send a card and, you can write whatever you want inside of it. So then you're not committing. You're like, just a note to say happy birthday, just a note to say I'm thinking of you, just a note to say I miss you, just a note of, and then you could put something on the inside about if it's a sympathy card or whatever it is you're sending, right? You can decide later. You can have these already done. So I just stamped in a random spot. I've got this long strip, and you know what? This probably would have ended up in the trash, this little tiny strip of paper. So I'm not wasting any of my little strips. So I'm going to let me grab my small snips for this, my snips, and I'm just going to cut on an angle and on an angle on this side. How easy is that, right? 2 little snips. And then we're going to bring in a couple of dimensionals. Put this up on dimensionals. This is a quick and easy card. You could whip up a ton of these in no time. And when you buy that Bright and Beautiful Designer Series paper, you're going to get 4 sheets of every style. So you could make 4 of this exact card because you're going to get 4 of those in a package, right? So we're going to put this right down here in the bottom. Now Louise did her card. Let me bring that back again. And she did her greeting and put it like, it was a smaller greeting, the stamp set that she used. So hers, she put it right across the bloom. And I thought about doing that, but I was like, no, I think I want to use the space at the bottom. So I did change my cards slightly. All right, so now we're going to open the card and I'm going to bring in a piece of basic white that measures 2 3/4 by 4 1/4. And remember that little strip that I cut from the side, if I can find it with my mess I got going on here. Here it is. Okay, so I'm going to put that right here, and I could trim it down smaller, but I'm just going to leave it to 1, I think I trimmed it to 1 inch, did I? Yes, 1 inch. And if you're not a fan of measuring and snipping, you can just do this. You can just put your glue on the edge of your piece like that. And then you can take this long strip and you can position it over your cardstock the way you want it. This is like the lazy kind of way. Not really though. I'm just positioning it so that I know I want a little bit of white at the top, but not too much. And then I'm going to flip it over. I'm just going to use my snips and snip these ends to the length of the cardstock. So there's the inside. And then, so it says just a note on the front. And you could, there's a lot of things you could say. You could say hello there. Just a note, you're not here. I hate that. You could say that for someone that's moved away, or you're missing someone. I have lots of people I could say that to. Count me among all the people who are here for you. I love that. So just a note, and then I'm actually gonna stamp the word thank you, words thank you on the inside, because I always need thank you cards. So this would be a fantastic thank you card. So there I've got my little thank you, and I'm gonna actually stamp with fresh Freesia on the inside just to tie all this together. So we'll do a little thank you right there. I still got some room to write a short note, you know, if I wanted to, right? So let's see. And I love to do a little stamping on the inside. So let's bring in that Lost Lagoon and do a little stem right there. And we'll do a little tiny blossom to match the front. There's my background. And there is my fresh Freesia over top. Oh, I love it. Love, love, love it. All right, so let's put some glue on this and we'll put it on the inside. And then we have one more little thing to do to finish up this card. No card is complete without some kind of bling bling, you know, ribbon, linen thread. Those are also embellishments, right? But I do like to add a little bit of something else for embellishment. So there's the inside. I love it. So fun. So I'm going to bling up my card using these beautiful, beautiful Tinsel Gems 3-pack. Look at those gorgeous colors. So I'm going to use the purple ones, and we're going to just grab one of those, and we'll put one right here. And let's grab a couple of smaller ones and put one down here in the background and another one up here. There, that's going to tie in my bubble bath and the fresh Freesia. And then I also thought Wink of Stella. Oh my gosh, I love Wink of Stella. So let's add a little Stella to our blossom here on the front. It just adds a little bit of sparkle. You can add it to those little blooms too. And you can even open up and add a little to the inside. Tie it all together. There we have it, my friends. It's such an easy product to work with. Oh, 2.7 by 4.25. Someone was asking about the inside. Yes, that is the size that I like to cut my insides because there is no wastage. If you take your 8.5 by 11, cut it down at 4 1/4, turn it, cut it at 2 3/4, you will have 8 insides for your cards and no wastage. So how easy is that, right? So there's our card. And there is the challenge, the Global Design Project Challenge 400. I did Louise's card, but there's Kylie's, another great one that you could totally be inspired by. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I hope you'll grab these by using the link at the bottom. If you're from Canada and you spend more than $60 this week before July 2nd, I'm going to send you 4 of the card packages with all the pieces cut. You will need your own stamps, your own dies, and your own ink to complete them. But just such a fun bundle I'm playing with this week. I'm super excited. And this is the first one, playing along with the Global Design Project Challenge. I hope you guys will try your hand at this challenge. It's such a fun one. You can also play along and submit your card, take a picture of it, and you can submit it. And they do choose a winner. It's just, you know, bragging rights, right? But they do choose a winner every week. So you never know. If you like to play along with challenges, your card could be chosen by the design artist over there. Thank you all for all your hearts. I see them floating up through the screen. Thank you for sharing my video. Thank you for your comments and your likes. And thank you for your time today to come and join me on Monday morning, or it could be Tuesday if you're in Australia, wherever you're joining me from. Thank you all. I appreciate you so much. Have a fantastic rest of your day, and I'll see you in the morning. Bye-bye.